what goes inside my head, the ball will come slightly higher than usual. Golf is 5-inch course. By teeing up more towards the left, first shot is a blind shot. Come on, Anup. After losing the golf ball, I will aim for the center of the green. I try and play an extra club. 90% golfers, oh no, be the one. What's the worst shot with this club? So I've just hit a shot and it takes only 2 seconds. Before hitting a shot, 20 seconds prior, what goes on decides whether it will be a good or a bad shot. So today you are going to know what goes inside my head before executing the shot, and one of these shots will definitely change your game by changing how you think while approaching a shot. So stay till end, be the one. Here is the shot number 1. Ball is lying in rough, pin is stuck just ahead of the bunker on the front edge. Most golfers would just grab a club and hit it, but there are things which I assess before executing the shot. Firstly, how the lie is. So lie is decent and I can use a lob wedge. Secondly, how the slope is. So it's a uphill slope. That means the ball will come slightly higher than usual. Then where to drop the ball. So in this case, don't get enticed just trying to drop it ahead of the bunker and stick close to the flag. In that case, you might end up with finding the bunker. So let's see, with all these 4 assessments, I execute the shot and what the result is. Come on, look. That was a great shot. 90% of golfers don't even calculate things. If you start doing these things, you will definitely cut down in lot of strokes. Let me know what all assessments do you make in the comment box. Be the one. Let me tell you, to execute a shot well, a lot depends on what's your strategy, what things you assess before you execute the shot. There is a saying by the famous player Bobby Jones, golf is 5-inch course. This is a par 4, 375 yards. First shot is a blind shot and the green is slightly dogleg left. 90% of golfers hit their drivers here and even lose their balls. So that's a big no. Before you hit your shot, just see pros and cons. So I am going with a 3 wood and I will see the percentage is high of keeping my ball in play. Plus I only lose 20 to 25 yards as compared to a driver. So probably I would hit a 7 iron instead of a 9 iron. That doesn't make much of a difference. And also there is a trouble on the left side. So I try and block the left side by teeing up more towards the left of the tee box and then go for it. Give your 100% commitment. Come on, Anup. That is straight as an arrow. So this is what makes the difference, how you think before a shot. Let me know what club would you hit here in the comment box. Birdie buddy. So this decision of choosing a 3 wood over the driver on an average would save at least 2 strokes on this hole, and also the frustration that comes after losing the golf ball. So think smartly, play better golf, be the one. Shot number 3, 130 yards to the flag and there is a bunker just next to the flag. Most golfers would just go for the flag and could end up in the bunker, but not me. We will think smartly and play percentage golf. So firstly, I will aim for the center of the green. if I hit a perfect shot, I'll be left with 10 to 15 footer for a birdie. If it draws, I'll be ending next to the flag, and if I miss it right too, there will be a 40 footer putt, 2 putts to get a par. So that's the deal. So keeping these things in mind, we'll go ahead and pull the trigger. Let's see if the shot is the one. Wow, that felt good. So it drew in a bit, and still it's almost 15-20 feet to the flag, and we have a good chance for a birdie. Let me know in comment box, what club would you choose here? Birdie buddy. Shot number 4, the fairway bunker. It's 150 yards to the flag, and 90% golfers would play the yardage club. Probably what club they hit to 150, they would go with it and try and hit it hard, but not us. We will assess the situation and then come to a decision. So firstly, whenever I am in a fairway bunker, I try and play an extra club. So I am going to hit a 7 iron. Even if I don't catch it well, I will still find the frontage of the green. Secondly, I see that there are chances of getting the sand in my downswing. So I make sure that I keep the ball in center. And also important is to see how high the lip is. So make sure the club you choose at least carries it. So I'll go ahead with these decisions, and let's see how the shot comes out. Dig in my feet for a good balance, ball in center, and as we are playing an extra club, we'll just try and hit it with ease. What a shot! That's like a tracer bullet. Can't get better than this. It's ended up like 15 feet left of the flag, and par is confirmed. Let me know in the comment box, what club would you hit from here? Be the one. Shot number 5. The flag is 30 yards from here, and there is ample space between the front edge and the flag. 90% golfers would go with a lob wedge and hitting aggressively. That could lead to overshooting the shot, or even you might scull it. That could end up with a disastrous result. I would instead go with a pitching wedge. Reason being, there is a science to back it up. The ball which rolls more than it flies, the control will be higher than the one which flies more and rolls less. So I will just evaluate where I need to drop the ball, and then just feel the backswing length to get that distance drop. Once I have done that, calculated, I stick to my decision and then let go. That came out quite well, soft, and I am left with the uphill putt, and that's also makeable. Let me know in the comment box, what club would you choose? Oh no. So I was going with the shot, but something happened just before I was about to pull the trigger. So there could be a situation when you have taken the decision, and just before you execute the shot, there could be few changes. So in my case, now the wind has started to blow more, and that too headwind. So now instead of hitting a 6 iron, which I had decided, I would prefer to go with a 5 iron, and nothing else changes. Be the one. So sometimes there could be a situation in your case too, what you have decided, and while you are executing the shot, that changes. So you need to reconsider it and try and make those changes and then execute the shot. Not all the things on the golf course are in your control. So there could be a situation which changes between the decision taken and execution of the shot. So you need to cater for it and try and make the adjustment as required and then execute the shot. Let me know if any such situations have ever happened while you are playing a round of golf. Birdie buddy, what's the worst shot with this club? Where can I miss? Am I sticking to the same plan which I made 20 seconds before? If you start asking these questions, you don't need my swing to play better golf, and these tips would save you more strokes than any golf tip would. I hope you liked and enjoyed the video. Implement these tips and let me know how many strokes you have started to save. If you liked my video, subscribe to my channel. Come on, Anup.